So, that global health crisis, with some of the human race we've been isolating from those who we love and slowly losing hope and happiness as we do some stupid things to make sure that we don't die of boredom. And as the human race starts to deteriorate, us gamers have been rising, especially when the pandemic started. And as a gamer myself, I don't know if you noticed, I've been enjoying myself. And I want to talk about the games I've been playing during the pandemic. So without further ado, welcome to the Quarantine Arcade. During the week, the pandemic became astonishingly destructive and people were told to stay inside. Animal Crossing New Horizons released on the Switch. And I have a 3DS and not the Switch, so I went and purchased Animal Crossing New Leaf instead. When I was much younger, I actually thought that New Leaf was really boring. But after playing the original on Nintendo GameCube, I gained a newfound appreciation for the serene and relaxing gameplay. So after enjoying the original, I decided to go play New Leaf again, and I enjoyed playing through it also. Being a mayor gave me a sense of power, but the game doesn't really dwell on it for too long, adding on to the laid-back nature of Animal Crossing. I enjoyed talking to my residents, they felt like my real-life friends. And when they left my town, I felt genuinely sad, because I have formed somewhat of a connection with them, if that makes any sense. And with the power I had, I could create public works projects, making my town feel more full of things to do with it. And when I was playing with my friends, I just had the grandest time laying around in their world and stealing the cool stuff from their towns. From going to the island to get more bells, to taking my villagers, to fishing while standing on the shorelines, it felt so serene. Every part of Animal Crossing New Leaf works because of how the game is structured as a simple life simulation. In summary, I love Animal Crossing because of its laid-back playstyle, interesting characters, immersive gameplay, and that image of standing on the shoreline in the most beautiful way possible while the music just fades out. If you have a 3DS and not a Switch, it's literally one of the killer apps on the system, and you should buy it. Either if you want that nostalgia burst, or as aforementioned, you only have a 3DS. 8 tickets out of 10. Rayman Origins has been a game I've been playing on and off before, but I truly got more into it during the quarantine in my quest to 100% the game and enter the New Game Plus mode. I haven't gotten there at the time of writing and at the time of this recording, but god damn, Rayman Origins has become one of my all-time favorite games, with its tight gameplay and imaginative and soul-crushingly hard level design. I mean, yeah, the level themes are somewhat basic, but it's how they're structured that makes Origins such an enjoyable platformer. You'll be shaking your controller wildly as you try to make a jump and you don't land on the exact pixel of a platform you were jumping towards, or you'll be screaming in pain as you can't get through this one hard section. It's levels like that give you the drive to finish the game as you memorize each and every part of one level and thinking of different strategies to get that past that one part. You probably do this a lot with other hard games, and the idea works the most in Origins. Whether you're going for the Electoons, the chess, or just trying to get to the end of the game, there's something to enjoy in Origins. The one part I don't enjoy, on the contrary, are the mosquito levels, which mimic shoot 'em up games from back then. However, the level structures put you in do-or-die situations where you're trying to get past a wave of enemies, but the auto-scroll traps you, forcing your death. I don't think this could work without auto-scroll on my end, but for me, the mosquito levels were the parts I loved playing because of the auto-scroll and how easy it is to chop yourself and die. Disregarding the mosquito levels, Rayman Origins is something I'll play for as long as I have interest. If you have the time and the patience to master the mechanics, Rayman Origins is definitely worth your time. 7 tickets out of 10. Alright, next up, the PC games, starting with Slime Rancher. I first saw this game in a video and thought that the game looked pretty good, and so I put it on my Steam wishlist and waited patiently for my wallet to be powerful enough to get it. On my birthday last month, as of this recording, one of my good friends got me a copy of Slime Rancher, and I went in expecting something relaxing and enjoyable, and of course, that is exactly what I got. Slime Rancher's laid-back style and its insistence on letting you explore on your own enticed me, and it's what kept me coming back day after day. Plus, the gameplay is super simplistic, allowing those who don't play games as much to fully immerse themselves in the world that these developers have created. All you do is suck up slimes and feed them, and then they give you stuff to sell. You go sell it, rinse and repeat. And you'd think that would amount to repetitive gameplay, but the act of finding slimes and feeding them gives you a sense of adventure, which mitigates that feeling. The art style of Slime Rancher is just as good. The slimes look super cute, and Beatrix's character design is actually really good, and gives up that farmer vibe while still feeling super modern and futuristic. In conclusion, Slime Rancher's tranquil gameplay, its cute and very playful art style, and the non-linearity got me into the game, and I couldn't stop. You knew this would happen again. I've been playing Minecraft a lot, mostly hardcore, since I watched a video about their hardcore experience. With the amount of time I've sunk into Minecraft hardcore, I've gained a newfound appreciation for the game, and I've developed different feelings for hardcore. Before I did this whole YouTube thing, I was kind of scared of Minecraft hardcore. I mean, dying and not getting to respawn with all your stuff gone completely later. No thank you, I'll stick to survival mode only, thank you very much. But playing through hardcore with buffet mode turned on, with floating islands as my preset, I've been able to sink more hours in and get more of an enjoyment. If there's one thing I could slightly complain about, it's that hardcore has made me super cautious. On my first hardcore world, I died to a creeper showing up right behind me while I was trying to create a farm. Although this is mitigated by the fact that I learned from each death, and that each time I would remake the world with a new mindset, a new plan, and even though it wouldn't work sometimes, I would keep going. For most of this, I've already said a lot of what I like about Minecraft, but the hardcore mode brought me a new outlook on the game. 10 tickets out of 10. Hey, quick question. Can you click the circles to the beat? Yeah, it's Osu.
Click the circles to the beat. Circles.
Mostly I've been playing a lot of Osu Mania, and even though I stuck in the worst way imaginable, I still get a great enjoyable time out of playing it. The number of songs and the way they're formatted, plus the addictive nature of Osu, are what kept me in for hours on end. Plus I just had the drive to show myself I could be good at Osu, restarting the level over and over and over, just so I could get good. And at the time of this recording, no, I'm still not good at Osu, but I am still trying. And yes, I have played normal Osu, where you click the circles, but not as much as Mania. Play some Osu, you won't understand it for the first few times you play, but you'll understand it soon. 10 tickets out of 10.
Circle.
And finally, let's talk about some mobile games. The one I've been playing a lot is Progress Bar 95, a game where you try to fill up a progress bar in different operating systems. It's super simple and somewhat fun, but unfortunately, that gameplay is repetitive. You just fill up the progress bar, get the points, get some upgrades, and then repeat until you get to the next operating system. And yeah, it does get boring. But there are other ways of getting points. Like, you can play this Minesweeper-like game called Progress Sweeper, a tower defense game called Progress Defender, and a Wolfenstein-themed game called Progress Stein 3D. but those are just small distractions, and the first two aren't that fun. Progress Time 3D is cool, I actually really like this one. It's just an auto-scrolling 3D shooter where you collect progress bars while shooting Clippy, because fuck Clippy. But overall, I'm not a big fan of Progress Bar 95 anymore, and the repetitiveness and the not very fun gameplay makes this something that I am currently uninstalling as I record this. 5 tickets out of 10. Okay, so the arcade's about to close, so I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. The last game I played on my phone was Flow Free. Flow Free is a game where you connect a series of pipes. Nothing more, nothing less. But it has captivated me, and I would assume millions of others, with its simple yet rewarding gameplay and its therapeutic undertone of the game. I like the variety of levels and how they've been able to flesh out the concept. It's a good time killer, though it's liberal in its generosity, which I don't necessarily like. However, it's helpful for its harder levels, though I believe that it wouldn't have had more effect introducing it in later levels. 7 tickets out of 10. So, to summarize, I earned about 56 out of the 60 tickets I could have got, which means I'm not getting that Switch. But at least I can get that DS, and my siblings been trying to get it for the past few months, so I might as well get it for them. See ya. Hello! Thank you for coming to the end of the video. I got two announcements, that doesn't make sense, but 2 announcements to make before we leave. First things first, I have a Discord server. I don't promote it as much as I do in my videos, so I should be. You can go check out the link to the Discord in the description below. And now, a better one that's more important in my opinion. I have a Patreon now, patreon.com/meta64, where you can pledge me money because you think my content is good and I want to upgrade my stuff. There are a bunch of perks that are available that you'll only see on the Patreon, so if you want to go check that out, go there soon. And hopefully, by the time I'm editing this, because I'm really slow to edit this video and it's taking a long time, there should be someone up there already, so thank you to them. And if you want to become someone on that list, go to patreon.com/meta64. Thank you for watching.